Oh, hi. Are you considering 1Password? Amazing. I'm already proud of you for knowing better than to have passwords written down on some note in a file. But is 1Password really the best choice? How good is it compared to its competition in 2024? To answer that, I've got a fresh and updated 1Password review and tutorial. First, I want to mention that 1Password has been around for a long time, since 2006 to be precise. But being this old doesn't mean it's old-fashioned. It applies the latest technologies to keep itself among the leaders of the industry. For instance, it has passkeys, which is a new technology that might completely replace passwords in the future. Passkeys are a new way to sign into apps and websites. It lets you sign into apps and sites the same way you unlocked your devices, with a fingerprint, a face scan, or a screen lock PIN. Mostly, only the top password managers have passkey features already. Looking at security, unlike some other password managers, 1Password was never truly breached, even though there were attempts. In October 2023, 1Password reported that there was suspicious activity detected on Okta support systems. After further investigation, 1Password confirmed there was no compromise of user data. But what makes 1Password secure? Just like any other top password manager, it relies on high-level encryption. It scrambles your stored data into an unreadable string of characters. In addition to that, 1Password has a 34-symbol secret key, which is stored on devices you've used to sign into your account. It creates an additional protection layer from intruders by adding another login step besides your password. If you want to take care of your passwords with 1Password at the best price, use the link from the description. Alright, so now that I covered whether 1Password is safe, let's see what kind of features it has. 1Password covers all the essentials. Looking at the password generator, it's quite standard. In addition to creating a strong password in a few seconds, there is an additional option of passphrase, which is useful when you need a password that is easy to remember. Every password or any other information you save is placed into a vault. You can create multiple vaults for different items and customization. But more on that in the 1Password tutorial part. Creating strong passwords quickly is nice and easy, but sharing them securely might be a trickier task. That said, with 1Password, sharing your secure and sensitive information is not a problem. It's even possible to share your entire vault if you want to, or individual items separately. I can't say the same about 1Password's autofilling. This feature is there for your convenience, but at times it doesn't make the experience of filling out forms any better. It happened that instead of getting my online forms filled quickly and easily, I had to manually look for information in my vaults instead. Here, 1Password could take a note or two from some of the other password managers, like NordPass, that have the autofill functioning nearly perfectly. Overall though, 1Password covers all the essentials well. But what about some extras? There aren't that many, but there are a few good ones. Starting with the Watchtower Security Check. This additional security feature notifies you if it detects any password-related issues. Yeah, nobody likes notification spam, I get you, but it only keeps you updated on everything that might go wrong, including weak passwords and compromised logins. So, after the initial checkup, it shouldn't bother you too often. If you're shopping online frequently, you will probably find the privacy cards feature to be useful. It's like the password manager, but for bank cards. It allows you to create and fill privacy cards everywhere you pay online. It's smooth, fast, and actually works as it should. I also like their travel mode. Not all the information is travel safe, but I can mark which vaults are. Okay, let's say I go to good old Canada on a holiday. Wait, who goes to Canada on a holiday? Anyhow, whenever I leave the country, the vaults that are not travel safe will be locked during my trip until I come back. Another feature I just have to cover in this 1Password review is multiple vaults. It's a real lifesaver for those who have lots of information. Instead of keeping it all in one place, I can get everything well organized. It also becomes very convenient when I need to share my information, as I can share multiple folders and vaults at once instead of doing it one by one. Alright, I won't go any further into explaining this for now. If you want to see this feature tested, you can check it out in the 1Password tutorial. Another thing that I like about 1Password is its compatibility. You can use it on all major operating systems, including Windows, Mac OS, Linux, iOS, Android, and your web browser. You can also sync all your devices, and there is no limit on how many of them you can use. It can be used on 5 of the most popular browsers, which are Chrome, Firefox, Edge, and as of recently, Brave and Safari. So yeah, you can use 1Password on any device, but how much will it cost? Let's see whether 1Password brings good value for your money. The individual plan is the way to go if you don't need the Vault sharing option and plan to use 1Password by yourself. But if you do need the Vault sharing, I'd suggest going for their family plan. The price will increase slightly, but you will be able to add up to 5 users. So if there is at least one more person to share with, it's already worth it. To be fair, 1Password is not the cheapest password manager on the market. It's somewhere in the middle, but considering how much it brings, especially with its family plan, it's still a good value choice. And if you want to save some money, I left an exclusive 1Password deal in the description. Make sure you check it out. That covers the 1Password Review 2024. If you're already experienced with password managers, it's probably going to take just a few minutes on the app to understand everything you need. But if it's your first time, don't worry, I'm right here. With that said, let's begin the 1Password tutorial. First, download the app and install it. It's nothing too difficult. On a desktop, you can get the app from their official website. The fastest way to get there is through our link in the description. On mobile, you can also find 1Password through the designated app stores. After the installation is complete, you'll have to enter your email address and receive a 6-digit authentication code to log in. After that, generate the master password and make sure you keep it safe. Next, fill in the payment information. You can also just use the browser version instead, but for the sake of this 1Password tutorial for beginners, I installed the app so you can see how. Alright, after opening the app and logging in, you'll see the All Items folder. You can simply add elements from here by clicking the New Item button. Kind of self-explanatory, so let's continue by importing some data from my browser or my old password manager. For that, the browser version is needed. If I click on the username right there, I can choose Import, then where my data is coming from, and lastly, I put a CVS file in there. To keep everything organized, I recommend using vaults. To add one, I only need to click that plus button, and then name it. If I like it, I can also give it an icon and add a description. Then I can add items to it just like in the main folder. If I have multiple vaults, I can easily move items from one to another. If I want to modify the vault, let's say mark it as travel safe, I need to go to the web app, find travel mode, and enable it. It's not complicated, but there may be a few more extra steps than I would like. By the way, if you have a family plan, you can share the entire vault. Otherwise, you can share only individual items. In the pop-up, I can choose how long to keep the link active, how many times it can be opened, and who can see it. It's the same process with the mobile apps too, which makes the learning curve nice and easy. I briefly mentioned the future of passwords, the passkeys. So let's see how to use them. Passkeys replace passwords. They're different every time you log in. First, simply go to a website where you want to log in using a passkey. Keep in mind that not all websites support passkeys yet. I go to weboffn.io and press on register, and the passkey option to save should pop up. Then you should use your saved passkey, saved method. Yup, and that's it. So that's about it on 1Password guide, and now you know how to use 1Password. I hope you found my 1Password review and tutorial useful. If you have anything to ask, leave a comment below, and for more reviews and tutorials, subscribe to our channel. So what do you think? Is 1Password the best password manager in 2024? Or maybe you have a better option? In my opinion, it's the best password manager for families, but its individual plan is also worth it. Thanks for watching until the end, and see you in the next one.